Hey gang, welcome to another edition of Doc Schlock by request, where it's a review of the movie Robo Vampire. And this request comes to us from fellow YouTuber Skinslip. Oh man. Oh lordy. Can you figure out what this is supposed to be a slight ripoff of? Yeah. You know, I'd like to tell you what the plot of this movie is, but there's way too many and there's way too much, and it's all still too confusing. But let me see if I can try to get this as best I can. Okay, there are hopping vampires who look like bad versions of Fu Manchu. There's an American drug agent who is who's held hostage, and a bunch of her co-workers or whoever, there's some guys who are going to try to go to rescue her. There's this big battle going on between this ghost woman and this guy who can make things appear out of nowhere. And of course, there's a Robo warrior. Yeah. And everything winds up being just fine. The ghost woman winds up falling for this gorilla, I think. The Robo Warrior saves the day. The missing drug agent woman is rescued. And the hopping vampires are defeated. Yeah. And at least in one part of the movie, the Robo Warrior is defeated. Actually, I think it happens like 2 or 3 times, but still, either way. And if you're wondering, does he look anything like that? No. Not even close. To really kind of summarize what this movie really has in it, it's, well, I can't really say what it had in it to really give it justice, but here's a few samples of what it had in it. Although none of this is even half as fun as this movie was, because this movie wasn't even half fun, it was just all terribly bad. So why did this movie suck? 1, it's a ripoff. 2, way too many storylines and plots in the movie to follow anything. 3, a lot of the characters, you don't know who they're fighting for, with, against. And just seeing the Robo Warrior itself was ridiculous. This movie is bad. It's very poorly done, and if you want to watch something so bad, you may actually laugh through it and not even take it even though at least a little bit seriously. This is the movie for you. This movie is definitely one of the worst rip-off movies of all time, and I think it had somewhat of an influence on the Asylum Studios. In fact, I wouldn't be a bit surprised if they actually tried to remake this really bad piece of crap. And if they did, maybe they can make it a little bit better, but I kind of sort of seriously doubt it. I mean, if you think you've really, if you think that you have truly scraped the bottom of the barrel when it comes to really bad horror or rip-off horror, this movie shows there's more layers to go. So special thanks to Skinslip for his request, and do go check out his channel and his videos, and please subscribe to him if you would. And if you like my videos, feel free to subscribe. If you have a horror, sci-fi horror, comedy horror, or fantasy horror movie that, by the cover of it, it looked really, really cool, but the movie itself couldn't even live to even half as good as the cover looked, send it my way, and I will get on it ASAP. This should be a lot of fun. So until next time, thanks again to Skinslip for his request. Until next time, for Doc Schlock by request, as always, stay strong and rock on. You know, with the supposed robot apocalypse happening, I wonder where the Robo warrior is going to stand if it ever happens.